All right. Hold on. I'm doing a podcast check, everyone. I'm making sure everything. Hey, we got a new podcast manager in here today. We're going to figure this out. Hold on one moment, please. Live. Hey, Instagram. Hope you're doing well. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 124 of the Executive Career Upgrades podcast. Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Tim Madden, and the beautiful Christina Madden is out doing some planning today. So she will unfortunately not be joining us, but I tell you, you're in the best hands possible. If you are new to this podcast, we help professionals that are targeting six figures and most of the time, multiple six figures, right? Land jobs they love, right? Retain that opportunity, get promoted at that opportunity, and make success easy for them, their teams, and their executive staff, right? In this craziness that we call corporate America. Hey, we go live each week inside the Executive Career Network, the largest career network on Facebook. Check it out. 13,000 people. If you are a job seeker at the director and above level, and you are not a part of that community, if you are not in there saying, hey, my name's Tim Madden, I've been a talent acquisition leader for 20 years in the software space, and I'm looking for, if you're not doing that and you're in a career search, something's not right. So, hey, we would love for you to join our community of directors, VPs, and executives in every single industry across the country that some of them are looking for top talent in their organization. But the biggest problem, I say this all the time, okay? The biggest problem you have is simply not enough people know you. And the people that do know you don't even know that you're looking. What a shame with that. We all have that one friend, right? We bought a house today, right? And that friend comes back and says, you bought the house, you found a realtor, you found a home on Zillow, right? And then what happens is you contact it, you buy the home, and your friend who's a realtor 3 weeks later is like, I can't believe you bought that home. How did you? And you're like, man, I forgot we were even a realtor. It's the same thing, right? You have to get known. And the higher you go up the ladder, the more difficult that is going to be for you. Hey, we also stream over to friends on LinkedIn, YouTube, and also we upload to everywhere on the internet. So, hey, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, shameless plug, help me out. Leave us a review. It's me and Christina have lots of goals and visions for what we want of the future and this year. And one of them is to be a top podcast. So we appreciate your support. If you've listened to 10 episodes, and not left us a review, so hey, as always, if you need help in your career, go on over to execupgrades.com/podcast. Schedule a call with our team, a free career consultation so we can say, hey, what are you struggling with? Where are you at? Where are you trying to go? What are the roadblocks? What are the challenges? And we can help develop a plan on how you can break through that in this competitive job search. This is an event I did yesterday, and then we'll get started. Yesterday was our first ever Executive Career Necessities event. We broke down all these stages of the job search. We are going to be holding another, so be on the lookout. We should announce it next week, and it's going to take place probably the second week of April. So we are super excited. But what we were talking about is the job market is competitive. It doesn't matter if you're in banking, healthcare, software development, consulting, hospitality. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay. There's a lot of competition in the marketplace. Likely, if you're looking for opportunities right now, on the low end, you're competing with 20,000 people. On the high end, it could be 100,000. Let's be honest, we live in a remote environment right now. So you're not competing with Tampa, Florida, or whatever small town you live in. You're competing with America. High-level roles with Canada, Europe, and South America as well. Okay? So, hey, if you're in a job search, you need to get serious. You have to get serious about your career. Because all the people you're competing with have the same resume, okay? They pay the same resume writer. They have the same degree as you. Lots of them have the same accomplishments and certifications. So how do you stand out in that market? You'll listen to our prior episodes. All right, guys, let's get started. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. We've been pushing this back so much. I have to say this, okay? We are holding, and the reason I'm saying this is Christina has decided we are gifting a couple tickets to this event. I think she's crazy for doing it, but we are doing our first ever Success Unveiled event, June 7th and 8th in beautiful Punta Gorda, Florida. Most beautiful resort you've ever seen. This event is going to be dedicated to corporate leaders, right, who want to unlock more success in their life, right, outside of their career. If that is you, please email the beautiful Christina Madden at Christina with a K at execupgrades.com and say, Christina, Tim said you might hook me up with a free ticket. Here's why you should attend that event. You're going to be breaking down how to have success in multiple areas of your life. You're going to be able to network and collaborate with other high level people in business. And most importantly, Christina and I are bringing some of our best friends, which have amazing mid and large size businesses. So if you plan to be in business, okay, for a while, you need to be at this event at Beautiful Sunseekers Resort. Email again, Christina at execupgrades.com. Excellent. So let's get started. Hey, let's talk about all these myths. Episode 124, executive job search myths. What we need to know. I forgot. I'm streaming on. I got Chelsea helping me out today. Hello, Chelsea. Make sure that I don't miss any questions. Okay, make sure I don't miss any questions. Maybe streaming to Instagram, trying to be everywhere on the internet because hey, this is what you need to do, right? Because here's what happens: a lot of people make one post on LinkedIn, and they're like, "Geez, dude," they make one live video, they do one thing, and they're like, "I'm not, no one saw my message." So hey, that's why. Why do you think we stream everywhere on the internet? We want to get our message out. That's how you should be if you're in a search, right? You should want to get known online because everyone's online every single day. Because making one post is like throwing a brick into the Grand Canyon. All right. So executive job search myths debunked. What you need to know. Here we're going to be going over today 10 common myths about your executive search. The biggest, well, one of the biggest one. A strong resume is all you need. We've worked with people before that have taken 3 or 4 months to finalize the resume because it needs to be perfect. I joke with a lot of the people that we work with, and I say, "Hey, what are resumes good for?" Resumes are good for. You have to write down for me. Resumes are good for. Resumes are good for putting them on a desk and letting them sit, or having 600 of them sit in an applicant tracking system. Unfortunately. Okay. So don't get me wrong, a resume is important. You need to highlight your accomplishment. You need to highlight your accomplishments and achievements. Okay. You need to highlight your accomplishments and achievements, but also, okay, that's not going to get you hired. When you get to the interview, you still have to get in front of people, tell them why that they should talk to you. Okay. You also have to, um, once you do get on the interview, are we good? So
Still challenge for everyone.
challenging. Okay, I got both of them here. Are we good? Are we good? So, guys, I'm in both mics right now. Let me know in the comments if you can't hear me, and Chelsea will help us out. Okay, Chelsea, let me know. I got them both right now. Hey, so with that being said, okay, a strong resume is not all you need to land an executive job. Or the reality is, hey, you need to network, you need to leverage social connections, and those are more critical at the executive level. Because again, how are you going to stand out when everyone has the same resume, has the same accomplishment, has the same skills as you? It's going to be nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. So you need to learn a lot more things besides, hey, get a good resume, send it in, hope and pray that someone contacts you back. It's going to be nearly impossible, right? So number 2, recruiters and headhunters' job is to find you a job. That is extremely mistaken, right? Recruiters can be helpful. You should also proactively, hey, search on your own, network, collaborate, leverage networks. A headhunter's job, just so everyone knows, and people that work at these search firms, their main job is to get a contract with another company that needs assistance and simply provide them candidates. That's what I was a headhunter for a very long time. That's what I did. And I'd say, "Okay, Mr. Hiring Manager, decision maker, CEO, who are you looking for? Yes, I'll find 5 candidates, right? I'll I'll present them to you. You'll hire one, and then the other 4, "Hey, sorry about I wish there was a service that you could go to where you could just say all of the best things you're looking for, and they could just match you with the best opportunity that's in your ability." But let's be honest, if that was happening, we good? Not good?
Let's
Take my mic away?
you guys.
It's okay. Let me know if we are good to go. Testing, testing, testing. Sorry about that, guys. We got a tech team, audio visual team coming out tomorrow. Sorry about that. Okay. Number 3, job boards are the best way to find executive level positions. Guys, most positions aren't posted online. Many executive roles are filled through networking and referrals. Think about this. Hey, Instagram too, help me out. If you are trying to hire a senior level person in your company, right? Do you want to, right, go cold on job boards and post a job, or maybe try to leverage your personal network, right? I probably want to leverage my personal network, okay, especially bringing someone in at a multiple six-figure salary, right? Just being honest. Age is a barrier to finding an executive position. Let me know in the comments if you think age is holding. Now, with that being said, if age you think is holding you back, the reality is this: go to Google right now and take a look at what is the average age of an executive. Do you know what the average age of an executive is? It's actually 59 years old. So, a lot of people coming to me saying that they're 50 years old and they're like, "Tim, I'm getting biased because I'm old." Yeah, maybe. The average age of executive. Think about this about the next person you're gonna hire, the next key leader, especially if you're on the executive team. Do you care about how old they are, how young they are, or do you actually care about what degree they have? Do you care about what certifications they have, or do you value experience and skills more important than those areas? Hmm, I don't know. You know my answer. Another myth. Let me know if these are resonating with you. You need to meet all the job requirements to apply for an executive role. Guys, I can tell you as a headhunter, many, 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 many years, here's what happened, okay? As I was a headhunter, I think in the history of all of the people I placed, I think I found people, right? Found 2 people across the decade that exactly met the job description, and I was like, "Well, as" you know the rest of it, right? That's just not the reality. And here's the other thing too. If you clearly meet every single little note on the job description, you probably should not be applying for that job or targeting that role. Does that make sense? Why would you do a job that you're only qualified for? There's no room for growth. So why would you do that? So follow my advice and say if you have 70% of the requirements, okay, those are positions that you should be targeting 60 to 70% of the requirements. Okay. Because candidates, companies normally often prioritize candidates. Sorry, I don't have the where we pulled this from, who can grow into the role even if they don't meet every single requirements. Just polls. Man, the biggest one. It's easier to find a job if you're currently employed. Totally not true. Why? Some people might say, "Hey, if you're employed, Tim," yeah, yeah, I don't even know the thought process behind this, but I would say this: we own multiple companies, Christina and I. If we find someone who's unemployed, we're excited. You know why? Then I don't have to deal with counter offers. Then I don't have to, if they're a member of the executive team, putting in a 30-day notice and starting. I mean, when we need people, when you need people, we need people now. We don't want people to put in, go through this loop, all this stuff. Well, I'm going to work. I'm on the executive team. I want to give them a 30-day notice, and I want to take 2 weeks off. And no, guys, we're in a hurry to help people. Businesses are in a hurry to increase sales, get their finances in order, improve their HR team. They don't want to wait another 60 days. So, right? Executives often transition to different industries or roles, and companies value diverse experience. Oh, that's the next one. Sorry. So where did I hold on one second. Was my current title? Oh yeah. Employed executives can be attractive to employers sometimes. I get that. But many companies are open to hiring candidates who are in between roles. Most companies are. So, myth, you should only apply for executive roles that match your current title. Guys, please, if you're taking notes from this podcast, okay, please put only apply for executive roles that match your title, delete that, and say, focus on your current responsibilities. So say this. How many people do you currently, I don't know, make it smaller. Do you manage 100 people? What's your budget? Is your budget 10 million? What's your area of, is it a tri-state area? I don't know what it is for you, but take what you do right now, increase that by 20 or 30% and say, "Hey, I don't know what that title is, but that's what I want to be targeting." Okay. Because there's so many times I see senior managers making a lot of money and have a lot of responsibility. And another VP to, not so focus on the scope of the work, the scope of the responsibility. Okay. This was brought up on the executive career necessities yesterday. But most people only network when they're actively looking for a job. That's why people don't like networking. They only do it when they want something, and then they come across as desperate most of the time. Networking should be ongoing through your career to build relationships and stay informed about opportunities. If you have a vital connection that you can provide value to, you think it could be to provide value for you, here's what you need to do. Okay? Have check in with them every 90 to 180 days at a minimum. Hey, Chelsea, just checking in. How's it been going over there at Cisco? Seeing if you had a couple minutes to connect. Check in. The next one, executive job searches are quicker than lower level searches because there's that's so if you don't know, if you look up, right, I've seen a lot of different sites on the average time it takes an executive level search, you will see it is between 6 to 18 months. How can you accelerate that? Do you have clarity on your next role? Are you branded effectively on your resume and online? Do you have your accomplishments and achievements listed? Do you know all of the ways you can get on interviews besides just applying for jobs online? Do you know how to leverage your personal network? Do you know how to convert interviews to offers? And do you know how to talk about money? If you don't know how to do those things, it is gonna be a long time until you get this next opportunity. Last myth that we're going over today. Salary negotiation is the final step of the hiring process. When in reality, negotiation begins when you receive the job offer and can continue throughout your tenure with the company. Salary and negotiation starts on that initial contact. It really starts on what's your profile look like? What kind of experience are they having in their mind? Can they see you working there? Are they excited to talk to you? Do you have accomplishments? How's your first interaction? They show up to the call not knowing what to say, stuttering your words, not a professional, not dressed like a professional, right? So salary negotiation starts from the first contact. Your job during this time is to build the gap, build value, okay? So that it's easier for you to negotiate later about the value that you can provide your company. So again, let's talk about 10 minutes. A strong resume is all you need. Executive recruiters find you the perfect job. Job boards are the best way to find positions. Age is a barrier to landing a role. You need to meet all the job requirements to get this executive role. It's easier to find a role when you have a job. You should only apply for executive roles that exactly match your current job. Networking is only important when you're actually looking for a job. Executive job searches, right, are quicker than lower level searches. Hopefully, you don't really think that. Salary negotiation is the final step in the hiring process. The ultimate hack to life. You can grow rich. The ultimate hack to life. Get in a mentorship, get with a mastermind, right? Anything that Christina and I don't know how, whether it's running our first event, doing something in business, being more effective communicators, getting more healthy, having more positive relationships, we seek people who are already displaying that in their lives, and we partner with them and we learn from them, and then we transform our lives. It's the only way to learn. It's the quickest way to learn. The worst way to learn is by yourself. Right? The analogy I've given people, 2 analogies is, if I'm going up a very tall mountain the first time and I don't have a map, a blueprint, a flashlight, a guide, I don't wanna go up that mountain. I don't know what supplies I need, right? I don't know, right? I don't wanna learn at the event like most of you try to do. I think I'm prepared. Oh, man, the going on the interview, like, not practicing, you practicing while you're on the interview is a horrible time to not knowing where you're going up a mountain is a horrible time not to know. Getting dropped into combat, my military analogy, and not knowing how to fire your rifle, right? Reload, call for help, have the right supplies, that's not the time to learn. And that's what a lot of professionals we see are doing. So please, my final message is, if you're in a job search and you do not know what you're doing, it's been a long time and you haven't been able to get on interviews and you're confused about it, just get help. It's the ultimate hack to life. Until next week, have a great day, everyone. And if you need help in your career, go on over to execupgrades.com/podcast.